building. Bring out the red carpet and the game arrival. Sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Well, almost all of the Greek Freak's points come in the paint. Giannis said, I can already do a lot of damage, basically without a jump shot. Just driving, making plays, and free throws. When that jump shot comes, it's going to be a problem for a lot of players in this league. Kevin?
You're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. Clark, you and I were looking at the rosters. Both these teams very deep, so there's a lot of fouls to give tonight.
Yeah, that's a great observation by you, Kevin. And when you have that kind of circumstance where your bench is deep, it allows you, I think, to bring an aggressive mindset in terms of how you're going to defend and how you're not going to allow easy baskets because you're able to foul and not be so concerned about foul trouble.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Beverly and Shamet in the backcourt together. Patrick Patterson is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Middleton for 3. No good on the shot. Beverly looking around. Outside Leonard. 5 to shoot. 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, and for mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Here is Bledsoe. He had 22 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Leonard. Following the 3 from Brook Lopez. Leonard against Middleton. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Now here's Giannis. Coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Patrick Patterson.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
That free throw missing.
Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
And he sinks the second. The efficiency of Giannis, Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
And they pick up 2.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Middleton outside. Pass to Giannis. 18 feet out. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Bledsoe against Beverly. Pass to Leonard. And the shot goes in. Leonard's got 6.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Bledsoe against Patterson. Shots good by Bledsoe.
I think it's almost impossible to guard Bledsoe when he's breaking moves out like that. His ball handling, terrific.
Beverly with the ball. Passes it to Shamet. Zubac's in the post. Lopez covering and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Clippers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. The free throw drops for Zubac's. Clark, I'm assuming all the coaches in the NBA have put in their new plays by now, or am I wrong? Will they introduce some new things, new actions throughout the season?
Well, I tell you what, you talk about the coaches in the NBA, they all have PhDs in basketball, and they are always tinkering and making adjustments, Kevin.
He's perfect from the line this time. And, Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the Clippers get called for the foul.
Oh, I like seeing Matthews go strong to the rack. I mean, using his speed and strength to put the defense in a pickle.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good. Matthews. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
Harkless is checked in for Los Angeles. And then for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. And it's Ilyasova in for Antetokounmpo. Well, Greg, the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning All-Star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective. Only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
Now here's Harrell. Following the miss by Wesley Matthews. Harrell dishes to Leonard. Now Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Kawhi Leonard. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season put up about 26 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Green, he's checked in for Leonard. And then for Milwaukee, Kyle Korver. He's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Wesley Matthews. The 3 from Hill. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And you look at George Hill, his 3-point shot, very reliable. A proficient scorer from behind the arc.
Tipped away. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Williams. And it's Connaughton missing.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And Harkless with the basket on the assist by Williams.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Ilyasova against Harrell. Green with the rebound.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And Harrell slams it in.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Connaughton to the paint. Here's Lopez. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And at 277 pounds, Lopez absorbs contact well. Difficult to deter him on the way up.
Now here's Beverly. They trail by 1. The pass to Green. Here's the dish to Williams. Shot clock at 5. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Well, I tell you what, he's really working over that mid-range area, isn't he? Williams can pile up the points from there.
Beverly against Hill. Dishes it to Lopez. Outside Hill. Over Green. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Clippers lead by... Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name. He helped set the record straight of how you pronounce it.
The Nigerian way, you gotta say with a D, so it's Antetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say with the NT, like Antetokounmpo. Whatever you got, just say, you know, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Williams and Shamet are the guard set. Harkless is out there with Jermichael Green, and Harrell's in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Back to Shamet. Outside Williams takes a 3, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Man, I tell you what, Kevin, I don't know if anybody has a more relaxed shooting motion. Williams very efficient and easy with that stroke.
Pass to Corver. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's DiVincenzo, defended by Harkless. The shot's good from Lopez.
And have to respect the inside game of Lopez. Even when you contest him, he stays focused near the rim.
Williams against Ilyasova, and the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Pat Connaughton. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Williams can't hit. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Well, the evolution of Brook Lopez continues as he is now a premier stretch 5. His three-point shot continues to get better and now a huge part of his arsenal.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Williams in the post, guarded by Bledsoe. Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Giannis.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. And Lopez bold enough to give himself a nickname.
Yeah, well, what was it? Splash Mountain or something like that? I guess he's earned it with the work he's put in on his outside shooting. More and more centers these days shooting the 3-ball.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And checking out some numbers for Lopez, how he performed last season. He was around 12 points a game, just over 2 blocks and 5 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
That's good from Harkless. Well, it seems that guards are rebounding now more than ever. What do you make of that trend?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a function of how the game is played. More and more teams play small ball, where they really don't have a big guy out there or a traditional center out there. You may have guards and wings, and oftentimes your tallest guy might be 6'8". So it makes it important for guards and everybody to rebound the ball. So I think you see more guards getting more rebounds because of teams playing small ball as a function of the three-point shot's importance in the game.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo over Harkless, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar-level game.
That free throw, no good. And you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
Zubac is checked in for Harkless. Good on the second free throw.
You know, really, when you look at Antetokounmpo, he's got it all. I mean, he can score it, rebound it, he passes it pretty well, defends with intensity, and he's really versatile and going to continue to get better because of his work ethic.
And it's sent back by Bledsoe. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
Leonard looking over the floor. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Great D that time from Middleton. For 3, Bledsoe. They get it back. Antetokounmpo. And it's sent back by Leonard. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Hill's checked in. Now off the inbound. It's deflected. Middleton against Leonard. Passes it to Shamet. He dishes it to Beverly. Zubac against Lopez. The turnaround jumper. Los Angeles with another miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Well, you know, no doubt now the Bucks are an elite team in the East. Not only the best record in the league, but getting all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals as well. This team has a bright future and will be a force in the years ahead.
.141 left in the second quarter. Giannis outside. Tries from 10, and the shot is good. Giannis has got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks. And the Bucks got a lot of big wins, Clark, throughout the season.
They sure did. The Bucks were outstanding all year long. Had a very tough series against the Raptors in the East Final and ended up getting bounced out. But tell you what, this Milwaukee Bucks team, they're going to be in the hunt for championships several years going forward.
Just 2 to shoot. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Middleton looking it over. Floats it up for Giannis. throws down the alley-oop slam.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Leonard. What a terrific move that was. Leonard's got 8.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Giannis throws it down.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
Here's Leonard. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
And here's Giannis. Shot from the top of the key. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Bucks.
Yeah, that was just a fantastic decision from Antetokounmpo. He's lethal in pick-and-roll situations, clearly.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, your guys have been able to limit their scoring. How have you done that?
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. An extremely potent first 2 quarters for him. Shaq, let's get your take on it. And that does it for our halftime show.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Clippers trail by 7. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1 spot. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
Beverly against Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose, and that one good. Bledsoe's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Milwaukee. And Clark, many fans thought Brook Lopez might have lost it after his stint with Los Angeles, but, you know, he was reborn after joining the Bucks.
Yeah, sometimes a fresh start re-energizes you and helps you change your game. This guy was, though, a 20-point scorer a night in the past, so he can put it in the basket. He didn't get those kind of numbers with the Bucks, but really was exactly what they needed as a big guy who could shoot the 3 and also be a rim protector inside.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. There's the foul against the Clippers.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
The Bucks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Mark, we've talked about footwork, but a player's hands, how he catches, how he passes, the use of his hands are huge. And there are a couple guys out there that are great at that.
Kawhi Leonard's got some mitts unlike any other in the league. I mean, he's not that tall. He's long-armed, and his hands are humongous. That ball looks like a tennis ball in his hands. And not only are they big, they're good. He's active with them on defense, and he's very strong in how he handles the ball offensively. You know, I think about a guy in terms of maybe not size, but really good hands. Jokic, his hands are phenomenal.
Leonard against Middleton. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Leonard enjoys jamming it home, Kevin. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Milwaukee leading by 9. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. From past the arc, sinks the triple. Leonard's got 15.
How about Kawhi Leonard knocking down the 3-ball? Didn't have that shot when he got into the league. Love seeing how he's improved as a shooter with the outside jumper.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
You know, in just his first season with Milwaukee, a huge success for Coach Budenholzer. I mean, came in and led the team to the top seed in the East, gave the franchise a huge boost, and I think they found their leader for the next several years.
And the Clippers making a change here. Harkless has checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe. Floats it up there for Harrell. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Clark for the Bucks. The players said Budenholzer instilled a sense of confidence in the team.
And you know what? Sometimes you have a coaching change, and that injection of a different type of approach and a change in culture can make a big difference. Coach Budenholzer has always shown the ability to get the most out of his roster and shows you what a difference a coach can make.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, the Bucks on offense look to swing things around and pick up the tempo as much as they can.
Well, you know, this team was second in the league in pace. Want to get the ball down the floor and get an easy 3 or a transition chance. That was their game plan. This approach had them as the 4th best offense in the league last year.
Here's DiVincenzo. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Good on the 3-point shot. Connaughton's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
And Williams, here we go. A baseline J. Jump shot is good that time. Williams has got 9.
Oh, I like that quick trigger release, so smooth, even with the defender in his face. Williams knocks it down.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Harrell. Here's Beverly. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Beverly's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Again, Los Angeles.
Look at how much pressure Williams puts on a defense in the open court. Always pushing the action and playing downhill.
Kicks it to Ilyasova. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Korver passes to Connaughton. Just 4 to shoot. For the 3. It's good from long range.
Timeout, timeout.
Connaughton's got 8 here in the quarter.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Los Angeles with some changes. Patterson comes in for Jermichael Green, and Landry Shamet subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Milwaukee also making some changes. Matthews comes in for Kyle Korver, and it's Hill in for Pat Connaughton. Harrell off the mark from 16 feet out. Bucks leading by 8. Here's DiVincenzo, and it's good for 2. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And the shot goes down. Williams has got 13 points.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Lopez outside. Here's Matthews. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, Matthews, a guy who was undrafted, is a crafty veteran now. Terrific at using his body to draw the foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Free throw, good. Matthews.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Both free throws good from Matthews.
You know, Wes Matthews plays with that chip and edge that comes from not being drafted. He's a quality player now, and I think that edge has served him well throughout his career.
Williams gets the bucket.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Now here is Hill. Feeds it to Lopez. And no good. Great D that time from Harrell. From deep three-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Hey, that was just an incredible effort from Hill on defense, doing a good job getting into the body of the shooter and making the shot release difficult.
And so it's Milwaukee, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back right after this. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Do it again for this quarter, 0-0. Same effort, same.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Bucks leading by 7. Shamet and Leonard are on the wings. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Williams at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Nobody near Leonard. Off target from three-point range.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And Matthews gets it to go.
What a nice offensive arsenal that Matthews has. I mean, he's capable of sinking these high-arching floaters as well as the threes.
Shamet with it. He's picked up by Hill. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Leonard, no luck. Milwaukee's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Over Williams. Matthews, no good. And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. 9-point game. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. There's the lob into the Kumbo.
It's really easy to understand why this team thinks so highly of Antetokounmpo. I mean, a smart player. He takes high percentage shots, and he's team first in his approach.
And the Clippers call time here. Well, last season, Chris Middleton was asked Clark to change his game, and even though it took some adjusting, the results were there.
Yeah, I agree with you, and that's not easy for a guy of Middleton's ability. Early in the year, Coach Bud asked him to take on less for the good of the team. That meant less post-ups from Middleton, less shot creation from him, And the numbers for Middleton went down, but the success of the team took a big bounce forward.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
They get a hand on it. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And Hill throws it down.
I think that's why Hill's teammates really like him. I mean, he gets to the hoop rapidly and really does it in a simple-looking fashion.
Releases. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. There's the triple. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Williams. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Bucks. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Lopez with the block.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks leading by 10. Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. He kicks to Middleton. Now the pass to Giannis. Shot clock at 6. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Shoots over Leonard. Middleton can't get it to go. LA has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Another shot, and the layup good by Leonard. Leonard's got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles.
And the fourth quarter just has not been kind. Only 1 bucket in 5 attempts.
Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The Clippers running out of time. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Patterson passes to Leonard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Leonard's got 19 points.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Bledsoe passes to Matthews. Shoots over Shamet. And again, the Bucks miss.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
And he makes that one. And now it's just a 4-point Bucks lead.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're in front by 4. 1:42 left in the game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
The dish now to Middleton. To the right side. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slings it in.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
Middleton against Leonard. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bucket is good. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Bledsoe passes to Giannis. It's not going to go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Giannis against Patterson. Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't hit that one.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And here's Leonard from 3. Cans the 3.
Boy, and just look at what Leonard is doing.
36 seconds left in the fourth. Antetokounmpo against Patterson. Timeout called the Bucks. They're behind by 1. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 1. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Leonard. Good!
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Patterson against Giannis. Over to the left wing. Bledsoe for 3. The 3 won't fall. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You got to love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Lou Williams, you made some big shots to get the win tonight.
I just want to stay aggressive. You know, shoot or shoot. That's what we're supposed to do. I've always been a confident guy. Never got down on myself, so I just continue to be aggressive and just concentrate on the first shot.
Lou, nobody has ever doubted your confidence. Thanks for your time. Kevin?